Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you're doing well. You know, you're my people, and I love you. I always want you to be the big three. My friends, I want you healthy, I want you happy, I want you safe, and you know what I want from me. Thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, share, all that stuff. I'd appreciate it. All right, tonight we are going to take a look at one from Kirkland. That's right, it's a Costco beer. So Kirkland, in conjunction with Deschutes, made a Hell or a Hellas lager, depending on how you wish to pronounce it. We're looking at 4.2 for the ABV, 12 are the IBUs. It'll give us an SRM, but it's a Hellas, so what can it be? 4? Maybe 6. We'll find out when we do the crack and the pour. She is the 2023 GABF Gold Medal winner. 2023. So it took you 2 years to get this out here? I understand they have to spin up production and all, but... Huh? Anyway, let's get down to business. After this, we're going to open presents. It's Christmas. I got tackers that came in. I bought one, and then Runner was nice enough to send a couple out to me, so thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate it. You good man, brother. I don't care what everybody else in the community says. You're a good man. All right, let's put some eyeballs on this, see what we got going on. We did the crack. Here is your pour. Oh, look at that. That is pretty beer. That nice, clean, white head. It's about a 4. Yeah, 4 on a good day. All right. You know, at some point, I will remember to set my gear up ahead of time. It's just not at this point. And then at some point, I will learn how to read these. Here you go. That's a nice head. She's got a good definition to her. I really do need to just spring and get the one with the little arm out front so I know what the hell I'm doing. And then I won't have to make sure that I recenter and make everything level because my OCD kicks in and drives me insane. It's not OCD. I'm just particular. Interesting head, lumpy, kind of like that cream cheesy thing, or if you're baking bread, kind of what you want your yeast to look like before you put it into the flour. Otherwise, perfectly pretty glass. Nice shape, good color, nice head. I say winner, winner, my friends. And of course, this is an official beer and gear glass that the boy bought me years ago. So, you know what time it is? Biden time. How much longer are we going to get away with that? I'm going to be dead soon and people are not going to have any clue. Let's get that sniffer in there. Nice, light, floral. Just off the nose, I'd say, yeah, okay. Me likey. There's the therm. Actually went out and spent money on actual eyewear instead of these cheaters. So maybe the next time you see me, I will have a better set of eyeballs on. We are perfect temperature. This is where I want my lagers. 38, my friends. Nice and cold. Wasn't bad today. I think it was like 89. We had a weird weather system blow through, but you know what they say. Summer's coming and hell's coming with it. This is Phoenix after all. Right, slip of the tongue. Salute. Nice. So she's cold with the mouthfeel. Excellent. Full soft palate, intradentals, a little leakage out into the buccals, front third of the tongue. She just goes right back. She's dirty. She bitters up lightly on the end. The IBUs on this, as we said, were 12. And at this temperature, she's perfect. It's exactly how I like them. But that's me, and of course you should always do as you see fit. Crisp. I'm gonna say dirty, right? Only because she lingers, but she's got that nice floral, crisp flavor palette. So I know it's contradictory, but we're talking two separate things here. So the cling is dirty, moderate, still taster, but the flavor itself is really nice and crisp, nice and clean. But then again, 2023 GABF winner doesn't mean a whole lot, but it does show that somebody knew what the hell they were doing when they put this together. So. All right, Lacing fans, you are up. No idea. Lace is moderate. I'm not getting anything really interesting popping into that fried, tortured brain of mine. So, really, really good. Again, soft palate, intradental, extradental, out to the buccals, and then that tongue, and then she hits the back of the throat. She bitters up just lightly. Excellent. But this is the temperature I like to drink these at. So, you know what we're going to do. We're going to pause. We're going to let her warm up. We're going to see what she's going to do. We came in at 38, so we're going to bump her 6. We're going to bring her up to 44. 6 more from that's going to be 50. And then, if we got anything left, which I doubt because I could finish that glass right now, maybe we'll bring her up to the mid-50s and see. But by then, they usually get kind of manky. But we'll find out. We'll be right back. I'll catch you in a second. All right, so I'm busy running around and not paying attention, which is me. So we went from 38 to 47. Sorry, my friends. I'm a slacker, although we probably do want to stretch that out so we can get it up high enough before that glass is empty. Let's see what we got going on. Nice, and as expected, the nose has opened up a little. She's a lot more floral now. Smells delicious. I don't know what to tell you. Floral and delicious. Just the way I like my beer. That shit dog is at it again. Salute. At this temperature where she is warmed up. Soft palate, intradentals, we've lost the buccals. Tongue involvement is actually stretched out though, so about 2/3 of the tongue. She's sped up. She hits the back of the throat. The bitterness has actually seemed to have dropped off a bit. Now she is literally drinking like a 10, maybe a 12. Whereas before, you had that really nice bitter bite when she was colder. It was more like a 20. It's just the way I roll, man. This is the way I like it. Yeah, the flavor profile is still solidly delicious. So I could see why, at the approved temperature range, she pulled the gold. This is a really, really solidly good beer. Bigly, hugely, China. Again, I like this. Excuse me. She's gassy though. Then again, it seems like every beer I drink is gassy, regardless of how much gas I pour out. Savor the triumph of a 2023 Great American Beer Fest gold medalist, a beer that stands out among the finest in America. Yeah, she's good. 2023 gold for Munich-style Helles, or Helles. And there's a little GABF logo. Entered as Prinz Crispy Deschutes Brewery and Public House, Bend, Oregon. Okay. I'm not thrilled at the fact that they opted not to give us any information on the hops, although middle through Howardtown. Kirkland Signature is a trademark of Costco. No shit, Sherlock, really? Brewed by Deschutes Brewery, 901 West Simpson Avenue, Bend, Oregon. Standard bullshit government warning. Metal can, recycled. Born in Oregon. That's what they gave us. Let's get a look at that temp. We might have to pause and come back. We will find out in just a second. Get out of my beer. Oh, the fly's on the outside of my beer for a change. Those little tiny annoying flies. Yeah, it was sitting at 50. All right. Let's let her bump up. We'll be right back. All righty, let's take a look. I'm looking at 56, 57. That should be topping out a lager, my friends. That is way outside of what I usually consider a drinkable temperature, and we're at almost 20 degrees higher than we started. Really stretching this one. Let's get the nose in there. Kind of lost the floral. It's still there, but it's dumbing down. Oh well. Slip of the tongue. So the flavor's actually kind of vacated. Disappeared. She hasn't gotten bad. Soft palate, intradentals, buccals. Actually, not a whole lot of soft palate. More intradental than buccal on that one. I am really surprised. Normally, at this sort of temperature, lagers really start to lose their appeal. Now, to be fair, the flavor profile is pretty much vacated from this. Obviously, I drink beer raw. The flavor profile is pretty much vacated from here. You're not getting the floral. There's no bite on the back end. She's gotten more like a light beer at this point, only she has body. So we did that light beer recently, and I'm like, I don't understand. Never understood light beers to begin with, because the flavor's light, there's no body behind it. Why are you drinking beer? They make booze. Now, to be fair, if you want to have a beer, have a beer. But if you can have 10 beers, why not have a cocktail? Don't get me wrong. Brilliant marketing scheme from the guys. I guess at Miller Lite was the one who really started it, and then Coors steamrolled it, and then Bud Light screwed the pooch by saying tranny beer. Allegedly. I don't get it, but that's just me. I'm assuming since you're here, you're actually a zithophile, and so you enjoy beer. We're at 59.7. Shall we push her to 60? I mean, 60 is going to be way outside of what's normal for this, but I've got that much left. What the hell? Let's drive her up into the 60s. See what she's going to show us, and then nobody can say we didn't do the work, right? We put the legwork in. Be right back. So just so you know, that's what it's reading as the current air temp here. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's the current air temp here. 78. Sun's down, starting to cool off. It's not going to happen for much longer. It's going to be absolutely brutal here shortly. I have 80 actually now on the therm. And Hard to do that with two hands. I got 61 in the glass. 61 in the glass. So, let's take one last look at this. We are 23 above where we started. That's warm, man. That's a warmed up beer. So, see what it's going to show us. Sniffer time. Same as we were a minute ago. The nose has really died down. Slip of the tongue. Soft palate intradentals, full tongue all the way into the back. Fast, smooth, clean, and dirty. I know, but we explained clean and dirty before. And some bittering. So the bitterness has popped back up. It's not a lot. It's definitely sub 10 at this point. Still interesting. I would have liked to seen this just hop slightly better, but I'm telling you, when she was down in the 38-40 zone, absolutely beautiful beer. It's exactly how I like them. So, would I buy this beer again? Sure. Would I drink this beer again? Wouldn't bat an eye. Would I like to try this on tap? Who am I? That's right, batshit man. That's why I have batshit dogs. And what did the douche nozzle on the internet tag me as? The Neil deGrasse Tyson of beer. So, according to my faux scientific degree, yeah, try and stop me from tapping this one. Handed this to me out of the cooler. I would say thank you very much, because I really want this out of an ice bath. She's delicious at the colder temperatures. She's solid, beautiful, the way I like my lagers. Good for the style, excellent for the style. Good flavor profile, nice progression, interesting. Doesn't get weirdly manky at the end. A lot of times, once you get these lagers too warm, the flavor profile goes in an odd direction and it gets not good. And that did not happen with this. I'm drinking it freaking 61. Okay? That's literally, I put my beer down, I threw 4 rounded darts, or I went dancing with some honey, and then I came back and my beer's still on the table and it's warm. And I could drink it anyway. That is the mark of a really, really solid beer. So, she's an easy 5. I mean, what else can you say? From Kirkland, am I surprised? To be honest, I don't have a lot of experience with them. The boy seems to really like their rum, and their blended Canadian-style whiskey seems to disappear on Christmas Eve, but it's Christmas Eve, and if you've met some of my family, paint thinner ain't safe on Christmas Eve. I'm just throwing it out there. That doesn't mean this isn't a good beer. Yeah, 5. That's what I got for you. Thanks, goodbye. Put my balls on. You are my people, and I love you. What do I want for you, my friends? I want the big 3. I want you healthy, want you happy, want you safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, heterosexual, hot and handy. Hot and handy again. Comes with a laundry list of unconstitutional restrictions that, well, I'll be dead and coming back with Jesus before the Big Orange actually addresses them, because, let's face it, the Big Orange isn't exactly a really solid 2A guy. Although both his sons are shooters. You'd think someone would say, hey, Pop, you know what? Is what it is. Well, let's not get political. Let's get to the refrigerator so we can get another beer. All right, my friends, I will catch you on the next one. Until then, Skal. And thanks again, Ron. Love you, brother. Adios.